What is the epistemology of the music curriculum? Structure of the arts curriculum. The arts curriculum is constructed of 3 sections: making, responding, making and responding. Each arts subject's content descriptions reflect these interrelated strands of each section. In regards to the arts curriculum as a whole, making is about learning about and using knowledge, skills, techniques, processes, materials and technologies to explore arts practices and make artworks that communicate ideas and intentions. Each art subject engages students' cognition, imagination, senses and emotions in conceptual and practical ways and involves them thinking kinesthetically, critically and creatively. They develop knowledge, understanding and skills to design, produce, present and perform artworks. Students learn, develop and refine skills as the artist and as audience of their own work, and as well as audience for the works of others. Making involves practical actions influenced by critical thought to design and produce artworks. Students individually and collaboratively experiment, conceptualize, reflect, refine, present, perform, communicate, as well as evaluate. The responding section discusses how students will explore, respond to, while analysing and interpreting artworks. This section involves students as both artists and audiences exploring, responding to, analysing, interpreting, and critically evaluating artworks they experience. Students learn to understand, appreciate and critique the arts through the critical and contextual study of artworks and by making their own artworks. Learning through making is interrelated with and dependent upon responding. Students learn by reflecting on the making and critically responding to the making of others. When responding, students learn to critically evaluate the presentation, production and or performance of artworks through exploration of the practices involved in making artwork and the relationship between artist, audience and artwork. The third section of the curriculum discusses the relationships that making and responding have together. Making and responding together, they provide students with knowledge, understanding and skills as artists, performers and audience, and develop students' skills in critical and creative thinking. Learning in music. As stated earlier, the arts curriculum is ideally organised into 3 sections: making, responding and making and responding. Making in music involves active listening, imitating, improvising, composing, arranging, conducting, singing, playing, comparing and contrasting, refining, interpreting, recording and notating, practicing, rehearsing, presenting and performing. Responding in music involves students being audience members listening to, enjoying, reflecting, analysing, appreciating and evaluating their own and others' musical works. In regards to music and responding together, it involves developing oral understanding of the elements of music through experiences in listening, performing and comparing. The elements of music work together and underpin all musical activity. Students learn to make music using voice, body, instruments, found sound sources and ICT. The next section of the music curriculum is knowledge and skills of music, which is broken into 3 sections: knowledge, skills, techniques and processes, and materials. In music, students' exploration and understanding of the elements of music, musical convention, styles and forms expand with their continued active engagement with music. Knowledge is broken into 3 sections. The elements of music. This section is where students learn through developing skills and knowledge associated with elements of music. Musical ideas are conceived, organised and shaped by aspects and combinations of rhythm, pitch, dynamics and expression, form and structure, timbre and texture. The next section, viewpoints. In both making and responding, students learn that meaning can be generated from different viewpoints and that these shifts according to different world encounters. As students make, investigate or critique music as composers, performers and audiences, they may ask and answer questions to interrogate, explore and investigate the composers and performers' meanings as well as the audience's interpretations. The third section of knowledge is types of music. This section allows students to learn and increase about increasingly complex forms of music as they make and respond to different musical styles and genres from a range of historical and cultural contexts. This may include different types of songs and musical genres, music in film and media, contemporary and new music trends, and folk and art music from varied cultures, traditions, and times. The second section of knowledge and skills of music is skills, techniques, and processes. When making and responding, students' musical skills are best developed through activities which integrate techniques and processes of music. Techniques and processes of music, which is also broken up into 3 sections. Listening. Processes through which music is explained and learned, for example, listening to, analysing, comparing a range of repertoire. Composing, a broad term for creating original music, for example, improvising, organising musical ideas, creating accompaniment patterns, and arranging and writing original works either individually or collaboratively. Performing involves playing musical instruments, singing or manipulating sound using technology, either as an individual or ensemble. For example, learning songs, instrumental pieces, accompaniments, and works composed by self and others. The last section within the music curriculum is materials. The initial materials of music are the voice and body, instruments and other sound sources. Additional materials included are recording and playback equipment and software, and spaces for creating, practicing, and performing.